Gotta love it. Lost connection? You better not have lost connection. I don't have data on right now. Come on. Work with me. Wait, we're gonna do this. Are we good? Alright, welcome to Model Abominations. Now, the cool thing I found out about this is I don't have to set up my second camera to try to get a video of the build so I can put it up on YouTube like originally planned. I can just go ahead and download this and use it. So a little bit of editing, it'll work. So if you're watching this on YouTube, then hello, Dan. My unfailing follower and friend just hopped on. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you hear me responding to something, I will do my best to read the comments aloud before I respond to them. Because, man, just a second, I got to make sure everything hunky-dory. Everything is hunky-dory. So if you hear me reading comments aloud, that's why, because this is originally getting recorded on TikTok. Also, hey, yes, we've moved spaces. Now we're from about 10 feet that way to the edge of the shipping container. So we got our space back. And also, I'm going to just mess with this real fast because y'all have to see what I'm using as a phone base. One sec. Yeah, I am using a roll of tape as a phone base. Would you like to know why I'm using a roll of tape as a phone base? Well, I'll tell you. It's because, in preparation, I built this. So, the problem is, I put this little, that right there to give myself space to be able to plug in the phone. And as it turns out, I did not build it high enough. So, when I tried to have the phone plugged in, because it's on 48%, it just flips around. Like, wobbles on around. So I can't do that. So that's neat. But one second, I gotta grab something so you can actually see what's going on. Because preparation is not my forte despite how much I try. Toolbox, that way. Tackle box, toolbox, and difference. Alright. There we go. Let's go ahead and get it adjusted up so you can actually see what the hell I'm going to be doing. I can see you. Yeah, I probably should have done this beforehand, but I had a lot to actually cover. Yeah, the problem is neatness, is not my forte either. So you're getting thrown all around because I didn't go ahead and figure this out before I started the live. Yay me. That's okay. Let's see. Let's stand up. Again, because I kind of want to see the phone screen in case anyone actually decides to say anything. My work area. Good work area. Alright. So today, we actually have a more interesting set to cover. First off, we have a B17. I'm going to really wish I had a better angle on this so I could actually see the screen properly, but hey. Alright, so we've got B17 Flying Fortress, which, this is the F model, and I will be covering the history. I'll be getting that up on my Patreon Thursday. Again, that is free to listen to. It's not charged to go on the Patreon. Alright, and then we have the Japanese light cruiser Nagara-class, which, fun fact, that's actually the name of the first ship in the class, and that's the name of the class, because the Japanese were highly inventive, apparently. So, the problem is, this isn't really a lot, right? Because this is a 1 in 700 kit. Also, this is probably going to be the last ship I am doing for a long while. They are expensive. Yeah, this one was $18, which isn't too bad. It's not too bad. The problem is that I ordered another one that was a destroyer that was 1 in 700. That thing was freaking $60. So, I mean, How's it going, Daniel? Great, I got two Daniels in the room now. Daniel, meet Daniel. And this is the B17. So, kind of comparable in scale, but really you can see there's not a lot there. Also, this is going to hurt like an SOB, because this is my favorite plane in history. So, I'm about to mutilate it, and it's going to hurt. Okay, where's my glue? Got my glue. I got my phone being thrown around. And yeah, whoops. Sorry about that, y'all. Go back. My bad. The HE1, no, not the HE111, it's the B17. The HE111 ain't my favorite. What are you talking about? No, the B17. I just told you. Ah, fuck it. I'm going to unplug my phone for a bit just so it'll have a more stable base. Yeah. Like I said, I tried actually getting a phone base ready for this shit, but it was not ready in time. Well, technically it was. I just had a couple design flaws. And so, there's a delay, my dude. Well, fuck me. I guess I'll just... This thing hates me. That's the only thing I can think of. It just hates me. Okay. The problem is... So, this is what I'm running off. This is a hotspot from the Wi-Fi. So, because my data is almost gone, so I can't actually run it. So I apologize. Let's go ahead and back that up a little. There's not a lot I can do for that quality, unfortunately. Now, let me grab what I dropped. There we go. Okay. And the B17 has the distinction... Oh, right. But quick fun fact, the B-17 has the distinction of dropping more bombs in World War II than any other plane. That's not any other American. That's not any other Allied. That's any other plane in World War II. Anyways, so you can see that there's compared not a lot of parts. So what we're going to do, we're going to break out the junk drawer. Oh, yeah. This is several different junk pieces from aircraft, and so after we're done, we're going to continue making this a true model abomination. Hope you're ready for the ride. So, like everything, we decide which one we're going to go with first. So, that's going to be the B-17 shtick, which I did it again. 1 second. I have to go grab the instructions. I'm back. Yeah, sorry about that. The instructions also carry statistics for the B17F model. So I was using it when I was going over the history. But we're good. So, the way this is going to work, we're going to build the B17 partly. And I'm not going to pay before assembly. What do you take me for? Alright, this is where it gets fun, because this is where all the small stuff is. The cockpit assembly. Do not tear off the parts. Yeah, that's kind of my entire intent. Machine's acting like I haven't built a model before. Okay. Looks like we got the assembly down here. This hopefully looks simple. Oh, I'm missing parts. No, wait, I think that was just the fuselage. So, should be good. A9. That's a... Oh, crap, baskets. There we go. I suppose I should be doing this so y'all can actually see what's happening, right? And a little more adjustment. There! You can actually see all the chaos. Alright. Mostly. I'll get better with this as we go along. Next time I'll actually start out without the camera facing me. So, y'all can actually see what's happening from the get-go. Alright, so... Where's those instructions? Right. We're going to build this up, and then we are going to attempt to absolutely mangle it. Yeah. So, that's a 13. That's right up here, this area. A 13. And we are off to build the American bomber. Okay. I actually like these instructions. They give a lot more clear detail than any other ones I've had. I was looking on ahead, and no, it actually is very, very good on that count. Not only it's like, okay, this part goes here, but it also gives a brief explanation. So, all in all, 10 out of 10 for the kit. Alright. Let's see. 15. 14. So 13 goes on the back. And this is actually really well built for the parts fit together. It is nothing like the MiG-19 I put together last time. I was about to say last week, but it wasn't last week. That one, the parts did not fit together well. There was a lot of excess plastic. Completely unlike this one. So, very happy. Quick shameless plug, this is a patron build. So on the Patreon, you do not have to pay to look at all this stuff. There is no patron exclusive posts. Patrons do get the ability to request specific builds, put challenges in the build, and get these sent to them. So if you request a build, like my one and only patron requested the B17 combined with some naval vessel, she is actually getting this when I am done painting it. I will take pictures, I'll put those pictures up, I'll get the history up, and then she gets it. So just some neat stuff. Right, now we're looking at... Let's see... This is where it gets into the small pieces, which I don't like because I always lose them. I see one. There we go. Also, the neat thing about building the ones that are rather accurate as far as the models go is you get a real nice look at how these things were built. Right. Nice look at the interior. It's really fun, actually. A little piece of clip off there. These things were expensive, but holy crap, are they paying dividends. Okay, that's going to be facing like that. Oops. Like that. Got it. So we go down with the... Okay, I get it. So that's going to be the instrument panel right there. And then the opening for the nose gunner. I think. And I'm going to have to hold it here for a second so the glue can set in. There we go. When I say a second, I mean a literal second. This frickin' rubber cement's amazing. Dries to be about as hard as the plastic. It was test stores. It's like $6 from where I get it. It's not bad at all. So we're going to give that a minute to dry. We're going to keep getting the parts. Those are going to be the C1, C8, which is obviously the seats. If I can locate them, because I am blind. Let's see. So where the frick's the seats? No, they're not over there. Okay. Okay, where were they supposed to be? So this is a C section. I'm just trying to figure out where the C8 is. Or the C8, I should say, sorry. That's 6, 7... That was 1. 8 is missing. Wait. There's 1. That's something I'm not sure what it is. Let's see if I can't go ahead and find another seat, huh? This is the problem is I get most of these pre-owned. So, it's not like I can guarantee the parts are all in them. Oh wait, no, there's the other seat. But, nice thing about this, it appears all the parts are here. Just in this big-ass plastic bag. Aha! You can't get me down that easily, life. However, cover up my instructions. That's very well what you might be able to do. Alright. Let's go ahead and actually get to the correct page. That might help, huh? Okay, hang on. Gotta check my actual phone. It's... Ah, crap. We just got a little bit of a time constraint, folks. 1 second. I got to reply. I know this probably looks very weird on the screen. There, I'm still there, please. Yes, okay. I do apologize for all that. I just got messaged by my boss asking if I could work today, because I am a part-time worker. So let's see. Everything's still good on the angle. Okay. But essentially, I was asked if I could come in and work today, noon to 8. So I've got a time constraint now. Let's see, it's 8:45 my time. I have to leave here no later than 11:30. I usually like leaving around 10, but I guess that ain't going to happen today. So we have now a time constraint of a couple hours. Let's go ahead and see if we can do this, huh? Which, honestly, should be able to. This is nothing like the last model. Everything's fitting together well. Whoops. Now, if the guy who's putting together the model was a little better, we might actually get somewhere. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with the model. Everything seems to be going smoothly. And if nothing else would work, I can go ahead and finish up doing the history of the B17. So that should be able to be posted within a couple of days. And slip of tongue there, is the B-17 and the Nagara. I do the history tidbits for both of them. They are not an fully in-depth history, but I try to get the specs, the operations, any notable things for the B-17, it's really going to have a lot. Like, we are talking about, this is the third most produced bomber in World War II. Actually, the article did say of all time, so it might not just have the distinction of World War II. It might be literally the third most produced bomber in Earth's history. Dropped more bombs than any other bomber, and is one of the, if not the, most romanticized aircraft in world history. We're talking, this is... Then again, it was kind of built to be, right? The Boeing company literally made it to look futuristic. That was one of their designs. It was quite unlike most any other bombers of the day. This thing was sleek. It was smooth. The gun placements were designed to kind of blend into the aircraft rather than stick out. The 4 engines was actually an unusual design choice of the day. When it competed in it was either 1934 or 1935, I believe it was 1935, competition, it was the only competitor with 4 engines. It did crash, but that was actually not because of any fault of the aircraft. Someone left the control lock, which for anyone who doesn't know, if I could stop messing with this son of a bitch. Well, I didn't need to attempt to get monetized for this video anyways. The control lock, when the aircraft is on the ground, prevents any of the control surfaces from moving. So someone had forgotten to turn that off. It flew up and then went, which directly led to the modern checklist, flight checklist any pilots use today. So, tragedy, but something good came of it, I suppose. We're just going to try to put that somewhere. I gotta clean up my workspace. I got too much stuff up here. Let's see, I think that's the part I'm looking for now. Where was I? Again, I didn't fully study the history of the B-17, and that will be going up on an audio file on Patreon. Again, free to look at. Sorry, it's a very unstable phone area. But I don't charge for my Patreon. 9, 12, let's see. But we'll be covering the operational history. Don't want to knock those over. Operational history, which, again, for the B-17 is massive. Hey, babe, look at my big operational history, huh? And then we're going to be looking at the Nagara, the Japanese light cruiser. It was active during World War I, despite being not even relatively outdated, just outdated. Its main armament was a gun that was created before World War I. It was a good gun, don't get me wrong, but it just became quite obsolete as time went on. Not to say it wasn't dangerous or it did not do its job, but this is the Japanese Navy we're talking about. I know people are going to give me a lot of hate for this, but the Japanese Navy was not as effective, not because of... It had a lot of ships. They were well-designed ships. They were well-built ships, but they were technologically lacking. And we're just going to put that over here to dry. That's not something you can overcome easily. They did not have radar capabilities for targeting. We did. So despite the fact that we started in a hole, we could actually outshoot the Japanese Navy, which they had a longer technical range on their guns, but they were still using die shells and spotters, which is why the Yamato, or however people like to pronounce it, wasn't as effective as everyone likes to claim. Again, it was still a fearsome ship, but there was problems with that. There's podcasts covering that entire thing. I'm not going to go into that, because this is just focusing on the Nagara. So we'll go and go through that. There was 6 ships in the Nagara-class, including the Nagara, which was the first one made. So I will be doing, actually, the end of each one of them. Spoiler alert, sorry, none of them survived World War I. I mean, not World War I, dear Lord, above, I'm tired. World War II. 10. So we'll be covering each one of those. And is there any way I can actually... Okay, that's C6. No wonder I'm looking at the wrong one. Get back here. Please don't fall. That would be the death of me. So yeah. Model Abominations. We build up the first one as well as we can until I get frustrated or run into a time constraint. And then we just absolutely mangle it. Not by chopping pieces off. We mangle it by going ahead and just building it wrong. Then again, I'm not sure exactly how wrong we can build it. Well, thank you very much for the live there. I'm trying to read that. I'm getting direct sunlight. I apologize. I can't pronounce that. I'm not sure how it's supposed to be pronounced. But thank you very much for the live. The live. Yeah, I'm awake. I'm awake right now. The follow. If you like what I'm doing, I have a second account that's the Model Abominations. When I get up to 1,000 followers on it, I just created it, then I will be doing all of this stuff exclusively over there. So if you like this, I'd encourage you heading over there and checking out. But thank you very much for the follow. It does mean a lot to me. People are actually liking what I'm doing! Sorry. Chaos Goblin and all that. Okay, maybe I shouldn't write then. That is not where that goes. C13. Ah, dang it. This is where it gets complicated, and I've got absolutely no idea what's going on. C13. Da-da-da. Here we go. And I know I'm going to be building something wrong in every single one of these videos, and I'm just waiting for a guy to come on going, that's actually not how it's supposed to be. I know how it's supposed to be. Kind of. I just suck at making it how it's supposed to be. So this is how it is now. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Not sure if I should have done this before or after. With how flimsy it is, I'm thinking I should have done it beforehand, but that's neither here nor there. Son of a... Yep. There we go. Should have seen me last night trying to work on the one of the destroyers. It's actually the Abominaton-class destroyer. And it did not go well. The thing's freaking tiny. It's 1:700 scale. I actually have it down there. I won't break it out. It's about the same size as the Nagara, so it's you're gonna see when I start slapping on those parts. But it is freaking tiny, and I lost parts, which really sucked. I was building it for Revette, and now I'm gonna have to apologize because it's not actually going to happen. Okay, are these seats? I think this might be seats. Like I said, this is why it's fun building these models and getting an inside look, because I think these are quite literally seats. Which for anyone who knows anything about a B17, you're like, yeah, duh. I said it's my favorite plane. I did not say I knew a lot about it. Think about it. When you go ahead and actually look at articles about planes, what am I building? I am building a B-17 that's going to be combined with a Nagara-class Japanese light cruiser. That's kind of what we do here. I'm building up a B-17, as accurate as I can, then I'm slapping on a bunch of parts and calling it an abomination. And later I will be posting the history for those two, which are quite fascinating, actually. The Nagara-class was built back in like 1922, 1923, before World War II started. Where was I? I was saying something. Right, when you go ahead and listen to different things about this, like you go into different planes, you actually don't commonly go ahead and look at all about how they're built. You just kind of see the exterior. Is that C2 or C5? Come on, I know you're around here somewhere. So doing this, you get a really good look at, especially when they're built well, when the models are built well, you get a really good look at actually the interior. It's very nice. Oh, well, thank you very much for saying that's cool. And I apologize if anyone's confused about why I'm reading these comments out loud. This video, will later be going up on YouTube as basically the build video for this, so I don't want people there confused about who I'm talking to. And again, we are under a time constraint. I've got about 2 hours to finish this up, then I have to go into work, which was not the plan for today, but you know what? Hakuna Matata. Means no worries. That's what I have to do. I gotta get music around here. Some light background music. The problem is, I normally play it on my phone, and guess what's being used to record? Yeah. Try to keep my face out of this as much as possible. I put my face in, like, a bunch of people leave. I take my face out, a bunch of people join. I'm not complaining, I'm simply saying I see how it works, and I will use it to my advantage. Here, so we're going to just tilt that down a little more. There we go. Keep my face out of it as much as possible. Come on, work for me. So, fun story about when I was going ahead and actually looking at doing this build. This was, or is, for a coworker who is my one and only patron. And originally she was asking about making it a B17 combined with, what was it, B29? I don't actually remember the other one. But it was one of it wasn't that different. Granted, you got a bunch more about the B-17, but the actual aircraft design itself, I'm not going to say is the same or anything like that, but it'd be very hard to actually do an abomination, which is kind of the entire point here. I mean, no matter how you cut it, that's going to look weird slapped onto a B-17 frame somewhere. Which is going to be awesome, because I'm taking most of the turrets and it's going, haha, now you've got a bunch of external weaponry. As much as I can, anyways. And, again, we have this that we're also going to slap on it. Or at least as much as we can. Because there's not a lot in the Nagara's Cruiser's kit. So we are going to use a ton to actually make it look weird. It's an abomination. I will make it look like such. Anyways, we got 2 hours to go ahead and finish this up. We've got the assembly for the cockpit done, and now we're going for the window glass fitting. Which, again, this is... I'm glad that wasn't open. This is one of the better ones that I have put together. Yes, I do. Because this entire thing, it gives you the instructions, like, deeper into it. So you've got the instructions here, but also little tidbits and full explanations on the side. So what is this, actually? Where's the freaking top? Seriously? I managed to lose it by sitting here? Yeah, that's about it. There we go. It's the B17F Flying Fortress Hasegawa. That's the company, 172 scale. It's very good. extraordinarily pleased with it. Now, this is the part where I tend to lose a lot of shit. Okay. I'm just going to put those over there and get rid of that. Propeller. Okay, this is a lot of the glass. Gonna get the Nagara-class out of here for now. More clear canopies. That's neat. Again, the guy who ordered this in for me got to cut some extra parts, which is very nice. All right, so cement the machine guns after fitting the window glass. That's precise directions. So we're going to lay it out exactly how it is in the instructions, so I don't mess stuff up. And it'd help if I grabbed actually the guns, wouldn't it? The plastic pew-pews. Don't want to get kicked off my live because I said that. Oh, crap. Okay. F-17. Okay, well, we're going to start on the F7 and F8. Actually, we're going to start on the F2 because that's freaking smaller. Get the small pieces out of the way. I won't lose them later. It's just really hard to read the print on small plastic. I foresee a problem. Problem is trying to figure out. Okay, that's definitely not the number 6 I'm looking for. Looking for a small square. I want to say that's it. Yes, that's it. Yeah, got kind of going back to the careful language on the live. There was one time when I was actually teaching people how to build amp guard. We'll call them sticks, and it is LARPing. We're talking about foam and a core covered by cloth. These are not made to actually cause injury of any kind. And I got kicked off my live because, how do I put the term without getting kicked off this one? Pew-pews, for lack of a better term? Yeah. That's why I was like, they're like, now provide proof of how old you are, because that's an age-restricted subject. I'm like, fuck you. Yeah, I was banned from going live for 6 months. And I just dropped my phone, so maybe I shouldn't go live as a standard rule. We'll see if I can just cut that out for the video editing. But you guys had to suffer. I am sorry. Again, it's not the most stable, and I can't do anything about the light. I'm in a shipping container, so it's just gradually creeping in. Oh, F8, F7, F8. Okay. But yeah. I had a phone stand I was trying to build for this, but I didn't build it correctly. It was supposed to actually hold up the phone while charging. It didn't quite go well, but that is okay. Now I know what to do next time, and I will get one built again, so I can actually put it in my lives. So it'll have a more stable platform, and we won't repeat all this. So let's get the glass finished putting in. Cough, cough, hack, hard plastic. Yeah, they're not going to get out actual pieces of glass. I wouldn't, even if they did, I wouldn't really consider that a smart business move. Did I get that in correctly? Okay, there's that one. I think I put that one the wrong way, actually. Amazing how well these things are molded. Come on. Really? You're going to do this to me? Come on. Just trying to think I put this on the wrong freaking side. Yep. Put them on the wrong sides. which that's kind of goes to show how much detail they have in it. You'd think that they could just swap out, but apparently not. So, neat. 10 points, Gryffindor. Or whatever. Okay, now that just kind of brings to mind, who would design models in the Harry Potter world? I bet Ravenclaws, actually, because all the bookish stuff. I know it has absolutely nothing to do with the topic, but I'm just saying, like, in a Harry Potter world, people would build models, if there was any, definitely Ravenclaw. Those are the people with all the technical knowledge and everything. So, alright, 6, another small window. And that's going to be going up here. Yes. Just want to confirm it before I do it. There's no... Well, okay, I'm not going to say there's no take-backsies. It just doesn't look as good. And I'm actually going to pick up some proper model. I only have one thing of proper model glue. The rest is pretty cheap stuff. Okay, that's going to be a problem. So, I'm going to go ahead and actually pick up some more of the good stuff before I paint this, because, again, it is my favorite aircraft. I don't want to go ahead and mess it up. Although, I think I am actually missing one of the windows, unless it's in here. Yes, it is. I'm loving this. I actually have all the pieces. This is nice. This is very nice. Of course, we aren't even close to the complicated part yet. But if it keeps going at this pace, I got 9:08. Got to finish it up no later than an hour, 2 hours, 20 minutes. I prefer, honestly, have it a little closer so I could actually get in town and use the laptops in there, but beggars can't be choosers. So, let's continue on. Those windows are done. Top turret. Ooh. Wait, does it come as a full turret assembly, or do I have to do that? I have to do that. You haven't told me how to do the turret. Sorry, kind of looked ahead. Okay, C-34. Where's my guns? I gotta be more careful with my language. Plastic pew-pews, TikTok. Plastic pew-pews. Go fuck yourselves. Yeah, I definitely didn't want to get monetized for this video whatsoever. Okay, 34. Which side does 34 go on? 34 goes on that side. Neat. First try. I'm suspicious. This is going well. This means something bad has to happen, right? Or maybe I finally got a friggin' break. Oh, okay. Let's see. I gotta actually get some pincers, too. Get off there. Something so I can handle the smaller parts, but again, everything seems to be going well. Do another layer of glue. It's actually a lot of fun to work on. Freaking voice crack, but a lot of fun to work on nonetheless. Okay, where's that other one? There we go. And I feel the incessant need to talk because it's just awkward if I know people are watching and there's just silence and click, click, click. That is not interesting to watch. I'm also impressed this many people stuck around, maybe because it's B17. I don't freaking know at this point. But it's just not interesting to go ahead and see a guy build models, say nothing, especially in a couple hours. So I feel the incessant need to keep talking. That's the once I could be a freaking radio show host. But the problem is, after a couple hours, one starts running out of things to say. And it hasn't even been a couple hours. It's been like a half hour. Let's see, that works. Okay, another layer of glue. Thanks. 9/11. Yeah, a little more than a half hour. I think it's like 40 minutes at this point. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Guns are in. What other pieces do we need? F-16, F-15, F-17. And then we also addressed the fact that there is no F-17 in the United States military. But I can remember, like, you have the F-15 and F-16, which are both excellent fighter planes. Where's the freaking F-17? Come on. F-15, F-16. And then you've got the F-18. I'm just saying. There's a missing link there. Someone needs to go find it. 15, this smaller one up front. This is going to hurt my heart to make this an abomination. Because, again, said this, my favorite plane, which I know it's weird. Even compared to fighters, I have to admit, like, do I have my favorite fighters? Absolutely. The problem is I always have to separate them. Like, okay, what era are we talking about? Are we talking about prop? Are we talking about jet? Are we talking about coolness factor or ability factor? Favorite bomber is just flat out B-17. And the more I think about it, the more it's like, well, it's not just the B-17 being my favorite bomber. The B-17 is my favorite plane. Just because of all the epicness of the stories. Which I know that's not really fair, considering aircraft that weren't involved in wartime operations. But, come on. It's sexy. Sorry. Just had to. It was made to be sleek. Like, that's one of the entire things about it. And the stories you get coming out of World War II about the B-17, there's so many of them. And they're all epic. Like, and you wouldn't think that about a bomber. What's a bomber's job? Fly, mostly straight, drop bombs, fly back. You get shot down, you're a pretty steady target. I mean, but no, not for the B-17. The Flying Fortress, the formation is a bomber's strength. Especially in World War II, because, yeah, that bomber formation acted a lot like a Roman legion, right? Or a fort. You had all the guns, you had them flying steady enough for the gunners, but there's several times where B-17s have gotten separated and still successfully made it back. Like, this thing was a beast, and it was hard to actually shoot down. It was amazing. Yeah, total fanboy over here. I am unashamed to admit it. So, yeah, it definitely has that going for it. All the epicness. Oh, hey, neat, the tail. Yes! The tail section's already assembled, like right here. The vertical tail fin, it's already got the... Yes! I don't have to put that on. Okay, now we're going for the fitting. Get these guys. Okay, now we actually have to get the pilots. And yes, I'm aware I'm not painting them. A, that'd take too much time. B, I don't have the right paint. C, I'm going to do that later. And I'm going to paint it when it's all done. Which I know won't make much sense for the pilots. But again, I don't have the right paint for the job right now, and I am not painting this with a cheapo paint. It deserves more respect. Come on. Seriously, these things are paying off dividends. Why didn't you have me put the pilots in before? Oh. I'm not going to waste my time, brain cells thinking about it. I got too few of them left as is. Seriously, if you want one of the most epic stories that come out of World War II. Look up the Stigler incident, if I recall correctly. And it's also the incident that Sabaton based their song No Bullets Fly on. I am not going to attempt to explain it because I am not going to do it justice. But suffice to say, it's when a B-17 made it back thanks to a Messerschmitt fighter refusing to shoot it down, which is unheard of. Okay, let's get this put in. That's pretty far back for the pilots, actually. Like, when you think of the B-17, when you think of the bombers, you think of the pilots being up front, but they've done a really excellent job, especially looking here, at keeping the pilots out of harm's way. Like, they have them set pretty far back with a narrow scope, for lack of a better term. And the front's made... It's got the gunners, and I want to say the navigators. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that. I'm terrible at explaining this. But they have the pilots really well protected, and when you look at the B-17, you don't actually realize where the cockpit is. Okay. Getting that there. I don't want to break anything. Please don't break. Please, seriously, don't break. I can't, my heart can't take it. And if my body would stop shaking. Okay, see what I mean about fast acting? Holy crap. I should have probably eaten something before I did this, but I was running late anyways. And yes, I said running late because no. Emergency. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. You are not allowed to brake. We're going to put you just in that sunlight, and you are going to dry. But yeah, I do this every second Monday because it's basically based around my paycheck. So it was last Thursday I got paid, and every Thursday I pick up new models, and then the following Monday, which I usually have free, I do this. And we're just going to, again, attempt to very gently. And I have it actually scheduled for 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to leave that there for a minute and let it... Well, no, I can't. I have to actually hold it. Otherwise, it'll fall over. And I tried doing this at 8 p.m. 8 p.m., dear Lord. Anyway, I got a clip bar here. I got to grab a bite. Sorry, a little blow sugar. 8 a.m. Mondays is when I usually try to do this. So yeah, we actually get it's scheduled. I basically turn this, I wouldn't say into a part-time job because I don't get paid for it. Seriously. It costs me more to do this, far more to do this than I actually get out of it. So. Is this forward more? Yeah, there we go. Come on. The one thing I don't want to do is break at anything at this point. It would cost me a lot of time. There we go. Oh, wait, hang on. Ah, damn it. Come on. Like a glove. So I basically turned this into school, schedule, getting up early, having to do a lot of research. I basically do about an essay a week. Technically, it's 2 essays every 2 weeks, which doesn't make a lot of sense till you realize I do the history tidbits, and I do them at the same time. So it's not actually like I'm getting everything, doing everything at once. But yeah, it averages out to about once a week. And see, you can see how the pilot's just sitting here. They actually have looking out through here, so it's not like they're completely exposed to enemy fire coming from the front. So yeah, every 2 weeks, 2 history tidbits for this. Then a stream session to go ahead and put this together. Oh yeah. And then the painting. So yeah, I basically turned this into school. Because, again, if we want to look at how much I'm making, technically it's 76 cents a month. That is how much I make off of this. Because I have one patron. Again, everything on my Patreon is free to look at. You get some benefits from being a patron, but it's not like it's something you have to do. Because I didn't want to do that. So I have one patron who admitted that it was on accident, and they were like, fuck it, whatever, I'll stick with it. So that was a real confidence booster there. And trying to figure out how to get this to fit together. Not cement. Neat. And so people don't have to become patrons, so I don't really have patrons. So I've got one, and it's $1 a month. So, lo and behold, 76 cents after taxes. After taxes and that bullshit. So, yeah. And this kit, how much did it cost me? It was $39 for this kit. For the B17 kit alone. Another $18 for the Nagara, so that's damn close to $60 just for this. Let's not count the tools and paint or anything like that. So yes, it's school because I have to pay to do it. Okay, we got that in, and now we're actually going to get the entire bomber. So yeah, it's going to be a very, 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 very long time until this, if this ever actually turns me a profit, which I kind of doubt. Okay, all this, trying to get all the contact parts painted with glue so it'll actually stick together well. I'm most worried about the front of it fitting together well. I don't know, the internet's ruined me. I can't say that word anymore with full confidence. Okay, come on. Your job ain't done. Get back up in there. The internet has ruined me. Come on. I know this is off screen. I'm sorry. I gotta measure with the eye as close as I can get to actually get it to fit in. Okay, that works mostly. Gotta get the tail. No, not tail. Front section complete. Gotta pop this back up there. And this is a literal dining room, like kitchen chair, so it's not like it's the most comfortable or maneuverable, and I gotta get a better desk. So yes, this is gonna be awkward for a minute. I personally think that I should have cemented that in. It's not fitting together well. But hey, I'm doing as the model commands for now. Okay, this is where it gets very interesting, because now I get a bunch of gluing down to make sure it stays. Now I gotta figure out who called out of work. Because that's the only reason I'd get called in, is someone's like, hey, I can make it. And I'd be like, hey, why the hell not? Then again, I'm a part-timer. That's literally my job. It's mostly, if people can't make it, I'm the one they go ahead and call, which, don't get me wrong, extra money and all that. Sorry, I figured I should probably have this on camera. You know what? I got an idea. I'm a genius. I moved the camera a couple of degrees. I still want to figure out who called out. Man, better paycheck. Not going to complain too loudly, but I'm still going to complain. Okay, slowly moving down the line. That's the thing I've learned. For me, it never takes the glue initial go-around. It does pretty well, don't get me wrong. And I'm very happy that I can actually see all the front stuff together. But, it's a little bit more difficult to get it all glued together. I got 30% on my phone. I'm wondering if I'm actually going to have to work to get it plugged in, or if I can finish that before that thing actually dies. Okay, let's see. Okay, that seems to be holding for now. Once I get the tail fin section done, let's get a little glue actually in there too. That might help. Oh yeah, stay. This is eating up my time. Oh yeah, this thing's way too cool not to properly paint. So I'm going to go get the actual model glue. And we're going to do it like that. Now, also, I just realized I might actually be a idiot. Where'd my paint glue go? Not paint glue, dirt, water, but painter's tape. Have it somewhere. Come here. Just go ahead and tape around the front. Can take it off easy. And I don't just have to keep holding it. Yeah, I'm sure as heck a genius. It's going to have to sit for a few minutes. That's okay. While it does, we got a turret to put together. A couple other things to do. So it won't be a waste of time. You'll learn from Fortune Fire. If you're waiting for one thing to happen, you can be doing something else. Considering now I got a time constraint, which I was not planning on, then I guess we're going to be going ahead and doing that. All that logic. You're like, what logic? You have none. I'll be going, you're absolutely right, but let me pretend. People actually think I'm a functioning adult. It's fun. It's fun. Let's play along. And this is what I'm talking about when we talk about challenges, like for patron challenges. You can remove part of my kit, so I can't use the tape or the glue. I'd have to be using it like wood glue or something. Or there's even talking to one of my friends, and kind of we were laughing over. It's like, yeah, technically you could even say like that I have to do a build while drinking, which for obvious reasons would have to be off camera, but that could absolutely be a thing that happens, Yes, shameless plug. Because if I get enough people, then I don't have to just constrain myself to doing the smaller models, and I can do more naval vessels. Because again, the new destroyer I ordered in, the one that was tiny, it was $60. All right, it's no bigger than that Nagara-class I showed you guys. Come on. Get that belly together. So, and the big ones, the 1 to 350, which is the next step up, are over 100. There is no way me working part-time can make that type of commitment. And I only need to work part-time for my job, for my normal builds, and I'm not. It'd be not fun to have to go the full time, so I'm not trying to. And plus, I would have a lot less time to do this. So that is not something I am trying to do. I get enough people, though, and any requests for any size I'd be able to do. That's kind of what I'm building towards. Anything that I make off this would just go directly back to it. Which is frustrating, because, again, when you're just starting out, it goes very slow and it can be extremely frustrating, which is kind of at the stage I'm at now. This page normally gets shadow banned, which is why I started another one to do exclusively the model abominations. And everyone's like, oh, you don't need to stay shadow banned. We got people that you can pay to take care of that. I'm like, that sounds like a scam. No, thank you. I've been scammed enough. I don't need to do it on purpose. So I'm basically just dealing with it. That build, the last build I did, it kind of got cool. It was the second most viewed YouTube video I've ever had, which, considering it got 76 views, it's not saying a lot. Yeah, it's all taped up. But still, I mean, I'm not going to complain. That other one had 78 views, so first one I put up there is something like this, and it's second most watched video. And people are actually looking at the Patreon. They're actually going on and listening to the history. It's not a lot of them, but enough to give me help, you know? In fact, there's 20 people sitting in here right now. Like, super stoked. I'm just saying, it gives me hope. This is actually something I could do a lot more frequently. Or at least bigger, better models. So while this thing's drying, we are going to go ahead and get on the turret assembly. That's F18. I have no clue what the F one is. Let's check the window. 7. Okay. This is going to be it. F16, 17, 18. That looks right. 28%. Yeah, I might have to plug this thing in before too much longer, but it's a bridge to cross when we get there, huh? Okay. This one is C16. There we go. Which that's something you really got to appreciate about models like this. When you don't drop a plastic piece. What's this? Oh, great. It's from the F15, which I just dropped again. Okay. You got the pieces like this, which can be snapped off later. Well, I guess not. Normally they can be snapped off later. And at least you can move them around a lot easier. So, that we're going to hold on to this because we're going to get it cemented into C2, which is right here. And this is what I'm talking about. That little extra plastic piece, which doesn't actually fully go on the build. You can get it placed on and held there. So you don't get glue all over your fingers, which is very nice. There we go. And when it's fully dry, which should only be a minute or two, then we'll go ahead and get that last put on. Gotta really appreciate how well they did with building this. Alright, we're C9. There we go. It's gonna be what fits down in there. Held and supports it. Holds everything together. But I don't want to move until that thing's actually fully dry. Okay, let's check out Pass that page. It's actually a booklet. Oh, and again, this is kind of the whole pre-owned models don't necessarily mean they were put together. They just, someone got a hold of them. But like this, whoever had this last went ahead and did instructions all over. I know that it may be a little hard to see just because of the changing light. Again, I am sorry. I can't control the sun. And here, you get a look around of my area. Okay? Like, I am in a opened up shipping container, so there's not a lot I can do right now as far as really anything. I am sorry. But right here, I know it's definitely hard, at least for me to see on camera. It's probably hard for you guys too. He went ahead and put in a bunch of instructions for the painting, which is very helpful when I end up doing it. I have no clue how strict I'm going to stick to that because, again, we're about to turn into an abomination. It's not just we're building this. As soon as I get all the wings and everything smacked on, I'm worrying a lot less about it. All right, while that's drying, I can get onto the main wing assembly. So, a couple C-27s. I'm missing one somewhere. I'll find it. Okay. There's two C-27s. Don't cement that. No. It says don't cement a couple things. I'm not going to cement them then, and pray it doesn't bite me in the butt later. Cutting off close. Getting as little plastic as possible off. Well, kind of twisted itself off, but whatever. Again, I'm not sure when I'm actually going to bring the Nagara pieces on. It's probably going to be after I've got this thing put together. Which, I'm not sure how well I'm going to handle the time constraint. We're still sitting good. Got about a little less than 2 hours. We're going to fit in? Neat. Come here. Fits in so well, I almost don't need the glue, which is nice. Seriously, like a glove. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful fit. And yes, I'm going to, as far as this quote-unquote recording studio or whatever, time goes on, it will get better. This is going to get renovated. We haven't been up here a year yet, so stuff is still getting placed. There's going to be a door over there. That's going to get sealed off. There's going to be a wall over there. So this is actually going to be turned into a man cave where I can do all my stuff. But right now, that's just not going to happen. I might go ahead and get some kind of sheet to cover that doorway when I'm doing recording so we don't get all this direct sunlight, which kind of hurts the eyes and affects. No, it's just my dad taking off. But for right now, this is why we do it. We learn as we go along, right? One of those things of, all right, now I know what to do better next time. Got to suffer through it right now. Next time I will actually have a better bone stand and all that jazz. Last one with the C-27s. Here in a few minutes, that turret should be dry enough, and hopefully the fuselage, or I'll be able to take care of those. Yeah, it hurts my eyes just looking at it. I am sorry, guys. But there's, again, nothing I can do. And I'm sure if you go on YouTube and you look back at my previous build, you see that I don't really have this problem. Well, that's because I was about, 20 feet that way, and the sunlight wasn't hitting directly. I had kind of wall blocking it. Which is not the case this time. Yay! Now I know. Alright, so I'm just going to try to keep everything in the sunlit area then. I'm sorry. Alright. Continuing on, let's see if I can get at least this part unwrapped to get that turret in while those dry. That's not the section I need unwrapped. This is the section I need unwrapped. Alright, seems to be holding together well for now at least. Open that trash bag. So, doing my best not to snap the friggin' guns. If anyone listening could actually give me some feedback on how it looks at your end, that would be appreciated. I need to know if it looks absolutely terrible and I need to pause this and actually do something about it now, or if you guys can stand it. Because again, this is actually getting posted later as a build video, so I kind of need to know. There we go. Okay. Turret's there. AC freaking wrist. I gotta stop scratching my mosquito bites. At this point, I'm starting to look like a drug addict. That's ridiculous. Alright. Now, see how this works. I gotta flip back a page, and then we should be... Oh, right. I kinda need all those parts. Okay, that's gonna be where the turret is. So we're going to put a bunch of glue on that end, stick it on down, and hopefully it all works. This is where I need actual tools. Okay. Stay. Be nice. Crazy how little this entire thing relies on, right? I mean, you're looking at something that, in order to hold up a turret, just one little part, and you're going to pray that you get it on correctly. Come on. Okay, you're supposed to fit. I think I did something wrong. I think I should have done this before I put it all together. Okay, in my defense, it does not actually say put it together beforehand. But in fact, it says, like, top turret put in after. Just having trouble actually getting it in. Don't just... I gotta watch my words. That... Nope. Come on. Well, you know what? It looks like it worked. It didn't actually connect where it was supposed to, but it looks like it did. So we're calling it good. At 24% before I have to plug this thing in, and that's going to be an endeavor in and of itself. So, yeah. Guns are going to be pointed to the other side, and that is all right. All right. So, going back to the F pieces. That's not sarcastic. That's literally what they are called. Versus clear parts. There we go. F10. Go right there. I hope it's got plenty of value is actually going to stay there. This is where we start to have to unwrap stuff and pray that it went ahead and stuck together. Well, looks like I've got some filling to do for the bottom, but not too bad, honestly. Going a lot better than I expected. That much is for certain. Okay. F10. Get that unclipped. Okay, neat. Whoops. Very carefully, we're just going to put glue down first. There is just a little ledge. Sorry, allergies. There's a little ledge. And if I set it down carefully, it'll rest on. There we go. And now I'm going to hold it down. Get these snipped. Okay. That's not going to work very well. Let's try this again. That's the problem with precise parts. Some dumbass comes along and says, you gotta fit them in precisely. I'm gonna kick their ass. Okay, come on. Just work with me. Seriously. I shouldn't do that too hard. I almost broke the freaking model apart. Come on. Come on. Almost there. There we go. Not perfect. That's as close as we're going to get. Okay. So then we got C17. Nose gunners. Oh, yet to do the tail gunner. It's a very important part. And it's actually cool. It's got a close-up of that top turret. So, very nice. Okay. C17, C18. Well, just a bunch of C17s, which is nice. Because they're big guys. F12. 12 is going to be on the right side. And not just interchangeable, which is very important to remember. And yes, that is a reminder to me. Also, YouTube, when you're watching this, I apologize. I've gotten absolutely no feedback on how the light looks. I'm assuming it's very bad, because just from what I see, but yeah, no one's like, no, it's terrible, or, oh, it's fine, we can still watch. So I'd like to point out for the press, it's not exactly totally my fault. And where to put that other one? There we go. Fits really well, and I'm very happy. So, sweet. It's going to be this one. Okay. Let's get the nose unwrapped and get on with this. 22%. Yay! We're losing power. Oh, neat. Okay, now we're definitely going to get these in first before the nose. Oh, shoot. Sec. Just gonna try to drop this in. I'm actually using the barrel to move it around. Come on, fit in. There we go. That's one done. It's just going to become a bigger problem as time goes on. 1 second. I'm going to see if I can't do something about that freaking light. Honestly, looking around, no, I cannot. Shit. That's actually a project, a small project to do, and I cannot do it right now. Which absolutely freaking sucks. Because despite everything, fun fact, I actually like doing stuff well. That kind of seems a little counterintuitive, considering everything about me. But no, I actually like the stuff I do. I want to do well. And so, the fact that I've got light that's no doubting it making it very hard to watch this is annoying. But we will persevere. If nothing else, I'm going to get this done today so I can start painting later. There we go. Now looking at the front cone. We're almost done with the fuselage. Then we will be able to move on to the wings. And soon the part that people are no doubt mostly here for, the actual Abomination. What I don't want to do is I don't have to record this again. I don't want to have to... Ow, I am freaking sore. This chair's not exactly comfortable, you know. I don't want to do this now and then have to cut the video and can come back to it later. That's just really, really what I don't want to have to do. So I want to get it done in one go. Okay. Come on. Thank you. Secure it. Nose cone. 90 minutes. Holy crap baskets. Right. Notification just popped up. Congratulations, you've gone live for 90 minutes. That's not something to congratulate me for. Okay. No. Can't go back. Oh man, this is gonna suck. Crap. Okay. There we go. Front cone is done. Ow. Okay. And last but not least, something we got a couple pieces. Oh, look at that after we're all done. Including that strip, which I think I'll be able to take care of right now, actually. Don't see any reason why not. Fit that in. Come on. I really don't have the patience for this to be difficult right now. Thank you. Come on. Fit. There we go. So, we're working on this. Yeah, the amount of weaponry this thing had is exactly why it was dubbed the Flying Fortress. And it wasn't actually originally called that by Boeing. That was dubbed by a newspaper, and Boeing's like, yeah, we're gonna use that now. Yeah, we're gonna copyright that. That's ours. That's ours. Just be clear. We want it. Okay, there we go. Now we can move on to the wing assembly. 20% crap. Oh. Ow. Okay, why is everything going don't cement? Alright. This is going to be for the ball turret, which we're going to fit together. We'll put in afterwards. And it's saying don't cement, but I really think I'm going to. Because I am not comfortable trying to get it popped up there and then just leaving it. Like, it's not fitting in very well anyways. I should have cemented this, even though it told me not to. I don't care about them not being able to turn. Okay? I'm more concerned about them actually staying there. Okay, there's 19. Okay, this is actually fitting on the outside of the turret, I believe. Yep, it's going to slide in like that and going to fit on the outside, which is nice. Means I'll be able to glue it together now. And not have to worry about it later. Come on. There we go. And needless to say, being a bombardier was an extraordinarily dangerous job. Especially for the British starting out. Like, it did not have a high survivability rate. I think for the British, it was half of their bomber pilots, their bomber crews did not come back. Yeah, that type of dangerous. So, yeah, but the ball turret, that's just, I would absolutely hate being in that. There is a heavy chance, actually there are cases where there was one B-17 who was forced to make an emergency landing. They were running on fumes, and their ball turret gunner was stuck in there. So you can probably imagine what happened. Yeah, that's a job I would not have wanted to have. Takes a lot of courage to go ahead and do that, I'll tell you that much. Okay, that is the ball turret done. Just going to let that dry. Go away. I don't have something ready to smack you with? Oh, holy crap. Frickin' wasps. Okay, let's get back to this, huh? Let's see if I can turn this over. And find that wheel. There we go. That's not the freaking right way of the wheel. That is. Okay. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Figure another... I'm surprised, honestly, this many people stuck around. I think a lot of the people have this playing in the background. Okay, come on. Get it fit in there. There we go. Another 15 minutes, and we should start on making it an actual full-on abomination. So, something to look forward to. Don't cement this part. I'm going to. Thanks. Got to let that dry a little more, though. Otherwise, I'm going to mess up the guns. Well, there it goes. I almost took a drink of my paint water, so that's a fun thing. Alright. This is where it gets fun. You guys are going to have to bear with me because you're about to get rattled. There's now little enough power on the phone that I had to plug it in. And this is where the fun begins, quite sarcastically, because I got to get this set without it falling over. New plan. There, now you guys got a nice look at the ceiling, though, right? Sorry. There. It actually worked out really well. I now have you sitting on my paint tape as well as the other tape roll. Yeah. Okay. So just trying to figure it out. All right. This is how I judge where exactly everyone's able to look. Okay. These pieces that will be looked at later. Ow. Bring it back. All right. Okay, now we're looking at the tail gun. Really? Really? No. Not onto the wing assembly yet. Don't forget to take a break. I can't take a break. I'm going to have to go to work before too long. Sorry, the live notification popped up. Don't forget to take a break. I can't. Ah. Son of a... See how that's going to fit in. Okay. It's charging. Now it's up to see if that thing's actually going to charge fast enough to charge it, or if it's not. If it's going to be like, okay, now we're just on a slower time delay of power losing. I don't know. I'm losing words at this point. Okay, that's one part I need. C32 and C31. Come here. So that's that C31. It is. Yay! We're winning! Good news is, this is really the last fuselage piece that I can see. So I am not lying when I say, hey, we're actually almost onto the wings. If I gave an estimate of 15 minutes, we'll be on to the Abominations. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Good job, Tucker. Flat out told the bald-faced lie. Holy crap, baskets. I got another guy. Oh, I think that's like a maintenance dude. That's neat. And he's this guy sitting there in overalls waving. So, okay. Come on. There. Come on. All right. It doesn't have to look pretty. It doesn't have to look smooth. It can look like a time duck, but the ball has got to go through the middle. Sorry, what was it? Facing the Giants. Christian football movie. It was really good. Come on, you can't half start a quote. You gotta finish it out. All right, there we go. Holy that certainly took long enough, huh? Well, okay. And the ball turret, I guess, which is so getting glued on. Don't glue it. Fuck you. There's little enough holding on to it. It didn't set properly. So, no, that is completely getting glued. No to stealth. Stop cursing if I ever want to get monetized. Probably not going to happen for a long time, but stop cursing. Okay, no time to rest. Continuing on here. So we got the wings assemblies. We're going to get the other main wings out. Main wings? I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. The other wings, period. That's one. There we go, that's two. And that's trash. Okay. So, C-22. Okay. So it's going to be on the left wing. C-22 is going to go on the top. Oh, there. Don't think that's... Is that right? Okay. I've got no clue what this is, but it's saying go on there, so it's going on there. Not sure. Oh, exhaust pipe. Oh! Okay, this makes sense. See, that's what I'm saying. It's got to, right over here on the instructions, it's got an actual look at what exactly the thing is and where it goes. So, yes, this is very nice instructions. 10 out of 10. I was like, okay, where's exactly it go? Does it go on top? I was like, no, dummy, it goes on the side. Go. And basically mirror thing for the right wing. Here. There we go. Now I got to figure out what's going on. There's the flaps, which they also say do not cement. I don't know why you think I'm going to be going ahead and using these. The two things you said do not cement, I regretted not cementing the first one. So, no. I defy you in your order of logic. Come on. Okay, let's see. Assembly. It's going to be over here. Nope. That's on that side. Do not cement. But I'm absolutely going to, because I want them to actually stay there. Seriously, why wouldn't I? I'm not going to be moving these. Okay, wait. Did I mix it up? Might have. Mama, I don't know what I'm doing. Nope, I didn't. Okay. Oh, okay, that's what's going on. And I'm upside down. I was looking at the top like it was the bottom. Yeah, no. Oops. There we go. Bottom. Come on. There we go. Do not cement. Fuck you. Tucker, seriously, come on. Just had to talk with yourself about, hey, maybe you should lay off the language. I'm like, hey, apparently I'm going to curse every third word. Okay, there's that. And it looks like I can actually put the wings together. If I grab a piece that's actually connected and not trying to be glued. Okay, let's see. Indubitably, sir. I don't even really know what's going on anymore, so we're going to smack the wings on. There we go. Okay, nope. All right. That is one wing down. Let's get ready for the second. The wings are honestly one of the biggest pains besides the connecting the fuselage, because you don't know if it's actually going to connect together well or if you're going to have gaps. These ones seem to be connecting well. Like, I have no doubt I will be gluing them a little more, but they are connecting well. We're almost at engine assembly. 1 second. I gotta go grab a piece of my kit that is necessary. Owie. Alright, I am back. The important part of my kit was telling my wife good morning. Very essential for a good life. At least the sun's kind of died down, moved. Alright. Now, apparently we get the wheels on beforehand. which works for me. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Got a little hiccup right here. Need to get a small file. There we go. There's a little piece of plastic that was messing with the wing assembly. Let's do this. Okay, it's instructing for the wheels first. So that's what we're going to do. C12. C12. Okay, there's that. 10:21. I have an hour left. Holy crap, I need to get a move on. I'm just going to make sure that that's the text that I saw before. Okay. Oh, hang on. I got a call from a boss. I want to make sure that was before 8:39. Yeah, that was beforehand. We're good. It's funny that I missed that call. I must have been looking down doing this. Okay, then the C2 and C3. C3 is going to be for, we're going to do this, arrange it like I have in the little instructions so I don't mess stuff up. C3 is going to be on the right side. C2 is on the left side. Okay. And the wheels get off and combined. And then, of course, I've got wind blowing up. I am glad I'm not working on the smaller one, which I'm going to end up having to here in a minute anyways, but it's neither here nor there. 10, 20, 23. I can't believe how long I've had to take on this. Again, it's not like you just slap everything together in an hour. Maybe some better people can do that, but I certainly cannot. Again, I did not realize I'd have a time constraint. I don't need patrons giving me challenges. I make them for myself. Just by having a job. Okay. Get that glued in. There we go. It's one wheel. It's two wheels. Okay. C12. Okay, that's going to go. Try to look at it. Let's do it on this one. So that's one I can get clearest to look on. Nope. Wrong one, sorry. Okay, there's that. This is confusing. Oh, that's why. It's not just confusing, it's frickin' confusing. There we go. Wing struts assembled. I think that's the right word for it anyways. Got a little piece down there. Sorry. I know. Keep my face out of it. Come on, move that forward. There's a little piece in there where the foot landing gear will set. There we go. It's in. That's what she said. Sorry. I know. Okay. Again, I'm going to try to get this done quickly. Seems to be the entire theme of it now. I'm running out of time. And I really want to work on it, making it an abomination today. Like, I'm not going to lie. I really want to do that. So, that's what we're going to do. There we go. You know, I was actually thinking at one point, it's like, oh man, why can't they take a couple of these parts and just include them together, right? So I don't have to do the work. And then I had to kind of do a mental smack in my own face going, hey, dude, that's literally what building a model's for. You don't want to just have the full complete model. That's literally goes against everything about it. The point of this is to do it all yourself. So yeah, some things could come together, but that just kind of goes against the entire theme of it. Landing gear assembly done. Assuming engine assembly is after. No, engine assembly is before. Everything before we slap the wings on. There's another tail. There we go. It's okay, we got the tails. Because those at least were put together already, so good on that. Sorry again. Trying to figure out where you guys' views are. And I do mean that literally. I can't crap out political views. Okay, let's get the engine cowlings and everything assembled. We can do that while we're waiting for the wings to dry. Okay, that's where the little pieces come in. Little piece, prop. Cowling. Whatever this is called. Honestly, whatever I don't get done now, I'll probably just do work tonight, but I don't want to go ahead and make that like a constant thing, you know? I want to actually get it complete beforehand. Okay, this doesn't make much sense. Oh, okay. I'm going to drop that in there. As much as I can, anyways. Come on. There we go. Engine cowling. There. prop gets fitted in. That needs to go further in. Okay. So where, how do you fit in? Wait, I think got it. If not, someone's going to be mighty uncomfortable, so work. By someone, I mean me. Please work. Okay, let's figure this out, huh? So that's definitely the top of the cowling. You keep using that word. You do not think it means what you think it means. Well, we're about to find out, huh? Okay. That's in. Uh-oh. We had an escaping part, but everything's good now. It's a screwdriver, but there we go. It's in. Glue it. Make sure it doesn't come out again. It's coming out again. Okay. Looking good. First one done. Second one, let's see if we can't repeat or make better the time. I think we'll be able to make better, considering we somewhat know what we're doing now. Going to be extra sure to get all that plastic off. Such a precise fit. It's difficult when it is not trimmed. Okay. Well, it's got something that says left A6, so I'm thinking that not all these are the same, which is going to look really funny when I get it put together. Hey, that's the whole Abomination part, right? Good fit. Good fit. There we go. Last piece. Running again. Handy dandy little screw. Oops. So I was saying handy dandy little screwdriver. That pressed in. That was smooth. I can't all of them be like that. Okay. 3 of 4. So if we can't make a repeat performance, huh? There's more pieces right here. I'm worried. Take all of those off right now, and then we can trash this big piece. Okay, there we go. Double check. Yep, that's one. Crap. Okay, it's not fitting as well. Got an idea. I'm going to try the second to last cowling right here. Again, that's not the right word for it. I don't actually know the word for the guts of it. The funny part. We'll just call it that. We'll call it the funny part. Funny part's being difficult, but it's in. I've got to start thinking about what I say before I say it. Okay, where'd I... There we go. 1036. I got it. I got this. I will have the time. Probably not, but I just want to get to the part where I slap on a bunch of extra pieces for the name of science and because it's cool. There we go. And the final little part. Right there. I just realized I should slow down while clipping so I don't lose a piece of my finger. That would suck. I don't think that's the way I want to go ahead and paint this model. I think everywhere I post this might have a small problem with that. You know. Okay. Doing something properly always takes more time than doing it terribly. Okay, let's get these engines on. Gotta figure out which way that faces. Oh, neat. Oops. Okay, figured out where it needs to go. Add some more glue on it. It'll actually stick. Manage on first, try to grab the one that's got the space for that engine exhaust. So, you know, that's luck. It's very nice luck. About time luck started working for me, you know? Okay. Oh, that's wire. This little piece right there. It fits right there. Kind of. Not really. I'm sorry. Apparently I was wrong. Okay, let's try another one. Huh? Where's that space? That one's got the space for engine cowling. Yeah. Okay. Oh, shit. It's gonna take a little bit to dry. Just gonna set it in the box for now. Try to get the engine pieces done. I'll get the tail on and then look for making it an abomination. By that time, hopefully this will have dried and I won't have to get creative because no one likes it when I get creative because it makes abominations again. But again, I guess that's why you're all here. But hey, if you've actually stuck around this long, which is surprising, like 20 people so far, at least on TikTok, have. So, you know what? Thank you. This one. Again, with my luck, those 20 are, well, 19 of them are bots. One is a long-haul trucker who isn't really paying attention to this. Hi, Dan. Do 1040. Okay. I actually have them on the wrong sides for as far as this engine assembly. All right. That is going to dry, and then I'm going to glue them again. In the meantime, we'll get the tail on. Then we'll break out the light cruiser, because that's going to be called good. Everything else is superfluous. Okay. Right. Oh. There we go. It's a nice thing about these well-made kits, when you put on the tail section, even if you don't really look at it before you do, you can tell really quickly if it's on the right side or not. And I have to go ahead and sand down this table and actually get it painted and then put back down. I got work to do on my desk later this week. So I'm glad that this is the day of Model Abomination, so this coming week I actually have time to improve everything. Quote unquote, improve. There we go. Yeah, we're not going to just leave it like that. It's kind of missing a few things. I'm missing part of my sanity and a nice feeling back. So I guess we all lost something today. Okay. This water lines here. What the? Huh. Neat. Like, this is actually made in Japan. This is a light cruiser, and it's actually made in Japan, which is really freaking cool. But, it's like Waterline series, little paper thing here, and it's got like a little metal bit in it, which has absolutely no use, but I'm going to keep it because it's cool. Okay, now we get to start figuring out. I think I'm going to start smacking some stuff on there, kind of. Again. Funny part is I'm probably not actually going to use the main piece of it. Okay. Problem is, it's so different in scale. That's all right. Did it not have instructions? Did I throw the instructions, or did it just not come with them? Well, good thing I wasn't trying to put it together well. Now comes a part of the show where we just mash shit. Like, let's see, what will go well? That's going to be the deck part. Not too worried about that. Oh, there's a little plane. That's cool. That's a very cool little plane. Again, that's why I've got an entire box of other parts. Because this is going to be difficult. Even with the other parts. Says I'm making Model Abomination using a Nagara-class. Immediately goes to something else. But that is okay. Let's snap these. Get the bottom painted up. Bunch of glue. And the entire key to this is the paint job, which normally takes a little while. I don't know if if people actually leave any comments going, hey, you'd like to actually see it get painted, I might go ahead and stream the whole painting part, but I don't know if there's a lot of interest in that, so I very well might not. Alright, so, and also this may very well get used once the wings get smacked on. Smacked-a. Possible that I'll be able to put it across like that, or maybe like that. It might actually, I don't know. We'll find out. The ironic part is I might not be able to use many of these, but I'm sure as heck gonna try. That's the problem, and that's why I'm not gonna be able to do many of the naval stuff too. How's these doing? Okay, those seem pretty steady, so we're gonna get those on. But going back to what I was saying, it's why I'm not going to be able to do a lot of the naval kits. Because in order to get a bigger one where I can actually utilize a lot of it, they're expensive. They're very expensive. So a lot of it's just going to be planes and tanks for now. Hopefully later I will be able to do a lot more naval stuff. I would absolutely love that. But I will have to very much look at the kits a lot carefully next time to get a comparable size. Don't get me wrong, we're still going to use a bunch of parts. It's just I have to use stuff from other stuff too in order to make it look believable. That's like kind of the entire point of this. We have to make it look like it was supposed to go there. Do I have that Messerschmitt? Yes, I do. Okay, this size difference between the Messerschmitt BF-109 and the Flying Fortress. Also, again, this is not a plug for me, but for another much well-known channel, much better-known channel, I should say. Go look up the Stigler incident. Seriously, you will not regret it. I'm going to have to use a lot of wood glue right here to go ahead and help with that, and probably with this section too. The main point is I need to get it together. Literally, mentally, and the actual model. I got so many notifications popping up. It's like, whoa, can't look at you guys. Finally, y'all, people from groups I'm in are active right now for the first time in a while, and I can't do it because I'm trying to put a model together and then massacre it. Yay! Okay, I'm just going to hold this for a minute. This is... I know I've already started on making it an abomination, but it's amazing to be able to hold one of these. Like, again, I'm a complete fanboy. I'm unashamed to say that I'm a complete fanboy. But it's very, very nice to be able to hold on to this. This is history. It's a huge part of history. Okay, I'm just gonna. No! You stay on. Newer glue, be able to get some more in there. That said, one said well. All right. Now to make it an abomination. Sorry, in advance. Okay, once. Let's see right here. I got an idea for this one. Where am I? There we go. And I don't even have the actual instructions. I've got no clue where the Nagaros? That's not the right word. Nagara. There we go. I don't know where the Nagara's actual instructions went, so I'm sure I'll find them after this. But we're gonna smack together whatever looks like it goes. That's a great way to do it. Anyways, that's a great way to do it here, at least. So the nice thing about ships having so much external weaponry is why I doubt I'll be able to ever do an actual submarine. Well, the submariners are badass. What was I saying? Right. The reason I doubt I'm ever going to actually do a submarine is because they don't have a lot of external stuff, so I'd have to get a lot of other stuff to be able to kind of counter that. Again, this is 1 to 700 scale, 1 to, was it 72 or 32? I want to say, no, this is 72. So, I mean, there's not a lot I'm able to do, which is why I'm busting out all my other stuff to truly make it look like an abomination. I doubt I'm going to do too much to the wings, besides smack on stuff that looks like it's supposed to go, including this stuff. And again, the most important part is going to be the paint job. Okay, that's not going to be, this isn't going to be easy, but that's why we're here. Okay, got some more parts from over here we're going to slap on. Down on the wings. Maybe behind some of the engines. This is from a, I want to say F5. I want to say this is from the Chinese variation of the MiG-15? Not sure if that's right. In fact, let me put it closer to there. Let's put it up by the engines. Or not by the engines, by the connecting wings. See how good it looks. Not bad. Doesn't look just cobbled on. We'll go with it. Now comes the part of wrecking it. I am so sorry. I'll do my best to make you look more badass than you already are. I know how impossible that is. Okay. We'll save that for the bottom as well. These two will go on the end of the wings. I might try to paint them to make them look like lights. They look similar enough. I don't know if people are going to... Wait a sec. I think these are actually parts of a small turret. Nope, that one's solid. Okay, we'll put them right here. This one goes right here. And that one will go on the other side. About the same place. I know it's kind of hard to see. Sorry. There we go. Okay, I got about a half hour to finish this up. So, let's do this. Right, where's those plastic pieces? They fit over? Not really. Oh, crap. The tail gun got put aside. Trying to check on the bottom. If it looks good. So what other stuff we can smack to put on the top. These, I think these are boats, honestly. But they're about to not be. And the hard part is to kind of try to make it even, you know? So we're going to put them in front of there. Let's see how this works. There we go. The nice thing with them being small is, especially once they get painted over, it's going to be a lot more difficult to actually tell that they're not supposed to be there. Okay, let's see. Okay, got some more pieces we can slap onto the wings. Smack on, slap on. Same difference. Oh, wait. They're not symmetrical. They're definitely not. But if I take the tape off, which I'm going to be honest, I completely forgot about this tape. I know it sounds really, really stupid, but I did. I'm going to be able to do a lot more with the bottom, actually. So I know that the top will stay secure. I know it's right in front of me. It's kind of those object prominence, I want to say. I don't realize that it's there. Okay. Let's see. Working on this. Get that out of the way. That's very tall. I need something a little taller. Shoot. Howie. Wait, I have an idea. Ah, come here, you little. Just glad nothing fell off while I was doing that. Okay, just want to get these aside. There. That actually might help a little with the wings, which at this point I'll be able to smack the wood glue on. It's more filler than anything. Even if I don't get completely done in about the half hour I have left, I ought to get really freaking close. Enough for being able to quickly finish up and then do the paint. Yeah. If anyone's ever actually interested in the paints, I'm going to need some comments to let me know, because if so, I'll start doing a little bit of that, like a little video on the painting process. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. Side note, it's actually really cool that the Japanese cruiser I'm working on, the model was built in Japan. Like, you got to think that there's at least a little bit of pride for them, right? I mean, I doubt that if they actually saw what I was doing here, that they'd still have... I think they might be a little annoyed, but making one of their cruisers, that's like, hey, this is stuff we did. Just saying. Just don't find out about the idiot over in America that's doing this. No one tell Japan what I'm doing. It's not a sentence I ever thought I'd say. Alright, let's check some of the external ordnance I have, huh? Something to put on there. Let's see. Something with a couple contact points. Definitely paint that. Just do that as a backup. Wait, these points work? I think this will work. Alright. And this is why we keep all the parts, even from kits that I wasn't able to put together because they didn't actually have everything. Or from external stuff. Because they work wonders later. Okay. Seems to be doing good right now. There we go. And it's pretty easy to tell that these don't go together when you look at the different colors. But when you get them painted, that is the big part of actually making this look believable. Like, I'm not saying that they all look believable, but I'm saying that it actually looks like something that could theoretically occur. Which is what my goal is. Ow, my freaking back. Oh. Still can't believe I got called into work. Like, come on. We're going to go ahead and do a whole thing in the morning. And, oh, by the way, yeah, now you're going to go to the dealing with completely intelligent people that never want you make you consider whether or not jail's worth it. Yeah, that's what we're going for. Ow. Okay, that's used up now. Let's see. What else can I get on here? Oh, I can definitely do these. Not sure what they are, but they're something. Really, just when working on planes, slapping on extra parts like this, you got to make them look like they're supposed to belong, which means, again, symmetrical. Ooh, I think I can put these at the bases of the engines. Okay, but I need the same size one, so all of these. Neat. Can we just appreciate the fact I caught that on a pants leg? Here we go. Okay. Almost done. At least as far as this is concerned. To be honest, I'm probably going to leave it like this till most likely tomorrow morning, or I'll be finished. Well, okay, not like this. I mean, I'm going to leave it on its belly till tomorrow morning, or back till tomorrow morning. Got everything, then everything else I decide I want on top, I'll put it there. Like, one of these is going to go on the bottom, probably right there. Or right there. Probably right there. Maybe there? There. I've decided it's going to be there. Maybe there. Let's see. See, I think I can fit 2 of these torpedoes, which we'll just call missiles. It's going to take a lot of very fine painting, so I highly doubt the pictures of this will be up until next week on the Patreon. But they will get up. That is if I can stop dropping stuff. Oh, and I caught it with my pant leg again. 2 for 2. I'm just sad that that actually wasn't caught on camera. You're like, yeah, sure it was. No, I swear. It was awesome. And that torpedo dropped off. Come on. Kind of wish that I could have it like facing like that. But I can. How good these snips are. Not that good, apparently. Backup plant. I have no clue where that went. But we're going to put them in line over here. I'm well aware that I keep switching between different glues. I don't realize it till after I start. Okay, there's that. I think we'll take one of the pieces from the armored car. No, we can put those on the side for actual doors. That's neat. Okay, I need some sort of thing that looks like it's important. That can be flat. Some parts from that tank I wasn't able to put together. These work. Sure. Hang on a sec. Gotta take snips. Remove those. There's a piece of like debris. I keep thinking it's a spider and keeps almost scaring the shit out of me. There we go. Up. Do a little bit of filler of wood glue right there. Trying to get that flat out. So when I paint over, it just looks like an extension rather than there being a gap there. And the reason I can't really paint anything beforehand, although admittedly would make it easier, is because this stuff, the rubber cement, actually strips the paint. So I can't. I found that out when I tried doing it, putting on some decals with it. Yeah, it didn't exactly work well. But live and let live. And learn. And yada, yada, yada. Speaking of using those big snips, got an idea. We're not really speaking of, but you get the point. That's the part I needed. Yeah, come back here. Okay, let's look. There we go. It's going to take a lot of very fine painting skills, which I don't have, so it's don't know how well it's going to turn out. But we'll find out, won't we? There we go. Looks sufficiently complicated enough to appear to actually supposed to be there, you know? That's going to be for a top part. There we go. Some more stuff we can slap onto there. Looks feasible. Do. Oh. 15 minutes left. I know. Radio talk show host is kind of going quiet. Got a lot on my mind. Very tired trying to finish this up. And the next thing that I'm like, hey, people wouldn't really enjoy that. Well, apparently that's what I'm doing right now. Sorry. Probably going to hear a little shorter than I anticipated. Mostly due to the fact that I do have to grab some things before I just jump in the car and take off. No time for a couple more. Alright. These may be the last ones. There we go. Alright. So, I'm going to be leaving it here. I've still got a considerable amount of work I want to do before I actually take this thing and get it painted. Oh, shit. As well as apparently I just broke one of the tail guns. Like I said, I got a lot of work. Stand you up. Stand you up. Please stand up, you sumbitch. You will respect the please. So, like I said, I'm going to end it here. I got a lot of work I'm going to do before this thing actually gets painted and all that. By Thursday, the history will be up. I'm going to finish writing it tonight at work. I'm going to get it recorded tomorrow, which is going to be the 4th. So, that's not going to be edited till Thursday. I will get it up then. Sorry. And if you guys couldn't tell, I'm freaking exhausted. Thank you for everyone who stuck around watching. It will be the build video that I put up on YouTube, because apparently I can save the replay on this. I'll be taking care of that and doing a little editing. But again, if you're seeing this on YouTube, thank you very much for hanging around. For the people who watch on TikTok, thank you again. Video quality wasn't that great. I now know a couple things I need to go ahead and take care of before next time we do this. And that's getting some cover over the doorway so it'll go ahead and block that sunlight. And big shout out to my one and only patron right now, Christina. And thank you for everyone who's stuck around and watched. Take care. So I got this thing actually turned off.